Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have some crazy news and brand new updates, even with the PlayStation PSSR, the AI integrations, and even something as crazy as the PlayStation VR2, which I think a lot of people thought was just dead in the water, but we had a really big, major, also huge development game come out now with some big updates. There's also brand new things such as a brand new God of War game, brand new PlayStation Plus Essentials, just a lot of stuff all throughout the video. So hope you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, leave a like, and of course, give me your thoughts and comments on everything down below. So this one, let's go into this cool PSSR news. This is like good stuff, and I'm happy to get to report on this. Because if you guys kind of remember, right now, in the past few months, there's been a lot of skepticisms on the PlayStation VR2. Like, we're talking people thinking it's dead. We're talking people thinking that they're never going to make any new games for it. It's a waste of money. And although the specs and the hardware are good, they're just not selling. Like, people aren't really buying. It seems like VR is kind of on the way out, and maybe augmented reality a little bit, or I don't know, what even is like the current trend? Maybe give your thoughts down below. I know a lot of people are just on like PC gaming, really, but that's not really a trend, I guess. I don't know, maybe mobile gaming still. It's just basically the PlayStation VR, and VR in general is cool, is still a niche, but it's not like the priority. But maybe blockchain or something, AI, I don't know. But even people are calling out, saying like there's been 4 new PlayStation VR games, but people are like concerned about it. That people are thinking that there needs to be like a sign of life, you know, after all this time. Like they finally have some love. And like if you only have a few games announced, and they're not even like crazy games, like here's like Dreams of like another, like nothing crazy. This was cool when it came out instead of play, but like these aren't like groundbreaking games. This isn't like, you know, another Spider-Man game. So people are like concerned. They're worried. They're like, is this PlayStation VR even worth it? Well, thankfully, thank God, we finally have a brand new update. And this is also PlayStation VR2, at least I believe, and I cover a lot of this news, the first integration to use the PSSR AI upscaling and utilizing it as well with the VR. This is cool. This is brand new stuff. Saying No Man's Sky is the first new VR game to use PS5 Pro's PSSI, I almost said AI upscaling. This is dope. So No Man's Sky, which I'm sure you guys have heard of, is kind of like almost a weird AA game. Like, it's not AAA, it's not by like Xbox or PlayStation, but it has a lot of budget. They have a lot of cool games. It is a well-made game. And they're now utilizing this on the PlayStation VR2. Because they're going to be improving the image quality, improving the rendering in AI. Saying similar to NVIDIA's DLSS, which they just also had their earnings. It seems like NVIDIA did actually beat on earnings, although the stock went down. I have a lot of random money in NVIDIA, so I'm kind of sad about that, but whatever. But basically, on their PC, the PS5 Pro's PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution AI features use of a neural network trained on gameplay footage to upscale games, with very much high quality results and traditional image upscaling techniques. I'm sure you guys all know, but the PlayStation PSSR is just the AI integration that like makes games run better, fills in the blanks, like makes walls, makes bricks, and all these other textures just a little bit smoother, and like it, because it's optimizing the software and animations better, it makes the games run nicer. It's just a good update, and it'll get better over time. It's like the PlayStation Pro's big selling point, and will be the PlayStation 6's big selling point. When the PS5 Pro launched back in November, Sony told CNET that the PSSR did not yet support the PlayStation VR2, but that would have arrived in a future firmware update. So this might be a huge update for the PS5 Pro and PSVR2. So it seems that as of right now, it has happened, as the changelog for the brand new No Man's Sky Voyagers update that just came out now says that the game is leveraging its use on the PlayStation VR2. That makes No Man's Sky the first PSVR2 game to publicly confirm support with PSSR, which is also intriguing because current PS5 cannot use the PSSR, and people were skeptical if the PSVR2 could even run, or as well if they even would use it, because as you guys can see, people were like thinking this thing was dead. Like, it seemed like the production was going way down, like they weren't even making more. They were massive sales because it seemed like no one was buying it. And it also was like, hey, why do I even want to buy this PlayStation VR2? Because we don't even know, like, long term, is this even going to still be around, you know? But apparently everything's changing. So Hello Games says it worked closely with Sony for more than a year to achieve the mind-boggling feat of pairing its existing eye-tracked full-vet rendering with PSSR. So it's double whammy. It's having its own cool, unique technology, which is this eye tracking and utilizing stuff in the game. And No Man's Sky is a good looking game. I think they were one of the first 8K resolution games too, as well on PlayStation and on PC. Like, great, this game's like kind of pushing boundaries. And they're utilizing this combination with the PSSR. So not only are they the first ones using the PSSR as a third party as well, it's also crazy because wouldn't you think that PlayStation would have like God of War VR or Spider-Man VR and then utilize PSSR and then maybe make it easier for other companies? I do think their launch on the PlayStation VR2 has been kind of horrible. Like, hopefully no one hates me for saying that, I think so. But they claim that the combination of these two features enables ultra high definition and incredible detail for PS5 Pro owners also in VR. So you do need to go and have this in VR. That is what you have to do. Just the end of the day, end all be all. And here's actually a screenshot of the game itself in here. This is dope. Like, this to me is cool. Looks nice. Like, I've never played this game in VR. This does seem like a phenomenal game to play in VR. So the Voyager's update also introduced a new Corvette personal ship. You can invite people over there or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But it kind of stinks, though, because at the end of the day, you know, how do I word it? Like, I wish they would do a little bit more. You know, like, people are expecting, they haven't really loved the PlayStation VR too much. It's not sold that well. I'm not even sure how many people even in my community. Leave a comment down below if you guys picked one on up. I think the specs are good. You can use it on PC now. I think it's worth getting. Like, don't get me wrong at the end of the day. But like, dude, they need to put a little bit more love. But this might be the first step. This might be the first next major big upgrade and like this next big push to make things a little bit better. And I think that's a win. So anyway, we also have some pretty cool news too for the PlayStation Plus Essential games. So right now, Psychonauts, great game. Picking on up. Stardew Valley, phenomenal game. I'm sure almost all of you guys, especially if you guys have ever spoken to a woman before, have a girlfriend, wife, sister, whoever, probably love Stardew Valley. And also Viewfinder 2, which is a pretty cool game too as well. If you guys have never seen this, it's a little more of an indie type style game too, but like it's a cool puzzle game. It's where all these games, in my opinion, are worth it, especially Stardew Valley. And I'm sure a lot of you guys own this. So maybe part 2, go get Psychonauts 2, both phenomenal games. And kind of the last major story here is that there has been a brand new Sony Santa Monica job listing that there is another third-person God of War game, which might also, this is a reach, but it might also have combination with the VR, because we're talking about how they have this PSSR finally integrated, how Sony hasn't really done their own PlayStation integration with any PSVR2 games. This would be really cool. I would love to have a God of War third-person VR game. But there's a brand new job listing that strongly is suggesting that another third-person God of War project might be in development, adding weight to more recent reports and leaks. I would love a brand new God of War. So God of War franchise hasn't gone exactly quiet in 2025 because they have 2 seasons of the live-action show. So kind of think how we also had Last of Us, and they were promoting out remakes and the second game and teasing a third game because they're getting a bunch of brand new audiences. I'd almost imagine a Last of Us 3 or prequel launching with the next season of the show would make a lot of sense. Double marketing. I think like Cyberpunk sales went up with the anime. I think Last of Us game went up with the show. Which make a lot of sense. But there's also been just a lot of more news too as well because it seems good. So in game size, reports suggest multiple things may be cooking. We've heard reports from industry insiders that a smaller Greek-era side project with Kratos is in development. It's also not a remaster, although people have been begging for a remake remaster. And it also has said that the has been pushed, which confirms it exists, to 2026 as well. So there's brand new updates with the senior combat job designer spotted by the Game Post too as well. And because of this, it seems like there's a lot of people who are assuming this game's going to happen. Design and implement enemy and boss characters. You will assist, collaborate with, and take direction from lead combat designers and directors as needed to take various characters from concept to implementation completion. You'll work with multiple disciplines, including animation, level design, character art, and visual dev encounters. And this is great because they want to have a in-depth third-person melee action, so people are assuming a third-person God of War. It's also been a little bit too as well since Ragnarok came out, although we have the DLC, and I'm sure they're probably working on something because this is a big hot selling game series, and as well with the TV show, I'm sure they want something to be released, even if it's slightly smaller too as well. So cool stuff. Like, I can't wait to go and see this too as well. There's also some brand new games too on top of this as well, where it's not a sci-fi and a brand new IP. So we're gonna have to see what it turns out into. But huge new updates, new games. I'm excited. Let me know your thoughts and subscribe down below.